Hello and welcome to this Migroto case review. My name is Damon Aryan, registered migration agent since 2013, and today we're looking at this applicant situation and see how realistic are his chances to receive an invitation to apply for one of the GSM visa subclasses 189, 190 or 491 in this financial year. Now let's see what we have. We have an onshore mechanical engineer living in New South Wales. The points claimed or to be claimed is 90 points with English at 10 points and marital status receives 10 points. This review is based on Migroto data, all collected from government official sources and also some targeted FOI requests, all powered by our AI tools. And before making any decision based on this review, please make sure you read the disclaimer at the end of this video.
You are sitting on 90 points as a mechanical engineer in New South Wales, which is a strong total in this occupation given recent federal and state invitation patterns. You've built that up with 10 English points and 10 points from partner single status. Any extra points you can add will push you further ahead of competing EOIs. With state nomination, your total would rise to 95 points for Subclass 190 and 105 points for Subclass 491, placing you well within the ranges New South Wales has been inviting. For Subclass 189, you're at 90 points. In 2025-26, there haven't been any observed mechanical engineer invitation rounds yet, so current year cutoffs aren't available. In 2024-25, the lowest invited scores for your occupation sat between 85 and 90, while in 2023-24, the only observed round invited at 90 points. That history suggests 90 points has been competitive when 189 rounds run, but the timing, size and frequency of future rounds remain unpredictable. For Subclass 190 in New South Wales, your post-nomination score would be 95 points as an onshore applicant, which sits comfortably inside the observed range this year. In 2025-26, New South Wales mechanical engineer rounds have had lowest invited scores between 75 and 100 points. Your 95 is in the upper middle of that band. At those lowest invited scores, most profiles show 20 English points. You are still competitive with a different mix, 10 English points plus 10 points from partner single status. In 2024-25 and 2023-24, New South Wales invited across broad 65-95 bands, reinforcing that your 95 points is solid but not a guaranteed New South Wales 190 outcome. For Subclass 491 in New South Wales, you'd have 105 points after nomination, which is well above the lowest invited scores seen this year. Across 2025-26 New South Wales rounds, lowest invited scores for mechanical engineers ranged from 75 to 95 points, so your 105 sits clearly above recent cutoffs. Earlier years also showed generous 491 activity in New South Wales, with lowest invited scores between 65 and 90 in 2024-25 and 65 to 110 in 2023-24. Taken together, Subclass 491 looks like a very strong backup pathway if Subclass 190 or 189 invitations are slower or more selective. Mechanical engineer is a Tier 3 occupation with about 22,900 people employed, relatively low part-time work, strong median weekly earnings near $2,640, and solid projected growth. Recent FOI data show lodged visas for this occupation around 324 for 189 and 187,247 for 190. And 121,243 for 491 across the last few years. Using your assumption that only 70% of invitations become lodged, those lodgements suggest roughly 463 subclass 189, 267, 3553, subclass 190, and at your scores, Migroto estimates about 608 EOIs at 90 for 189, 221 at 95 for 190, and 124 at 105 for 491, putting you roughly in the top 5 to 13% bands. Around 23, 347 subclass 491 invitations in recent years. For subclass 189, your 90 points are in the range that has previously been invited for mechanical engineers, and Migroto estimates you're around the top 13% at this score, with roughly 257 EOIs ahead of you. That's a competitive but not front of queue position. Treat 189 as a valuable bonus pathway. Keep your EOI accurate. For subclass 190, New South Wales should be your main focus. Your 95 points after nomination sit well within the 75-100 range New South Wales has recently invited for mechanical engineers, and you're roughly in the top 10% of EOIs at this score statewide. While nothing is guaranteed, those numbers support treating New South Wales 190. For subclass 491, your 105 points put you in a very strong position. New South Wales has been inviting mechanical engineers down to as low as 75-95 points, and Migroto's Q estimate places you around the top 5% at your score, with relatively few people ahead. If you're comfortable with regional conditions and the provisional pass, overall, keep all 3 EOIs active, but plan around New South Wales 190 as your main goal and 491 as a realistic backup, with 189 as a useful extra chance. Review your profile for any safe point gains, stay on top of New South Wales nomination rules, and make sure your evidence and documents are ready so you can lodge quickly if any invitation arrives. 491 looks like a high probability backup that could deliver an earlier invitation if 190 or 189 move more slowly. As your primary permanent residency strategy, keeping a close eye on state criteria and maintaining strong, clearly documented skilled employment in your field. And up to date, look for any safe ways to add points and be ready to respond quickly if a federal round includes your occupation again.